When You Have Forgotten, Sunday, The Love Story by Gwendolyn Brooks. Gwendolyn Brooks was born on June 7th of 1917 in Topeka, Kansas. She died December 3rd of 2000 in Southside, Chicago, Illinois. To give a little more insight about Gwendolyn Brooks, she was the first Black author to win the Pulitzer Prize, to be the poet consultant to the Library of Congress, and the poet laureate of the state of Illinois. Brooks describes her style of poetry as folksy narrative. However, she used various forms of poetry to express her ideas when it came to social issues. Her poems are mostly centered around social issues such as race and gender. She followed the horrific lives of ordinary African Americans and the adversity that they faced. When You Have Forgotten, Sunday, the love story steps away from what she is normally writing about. The poem is about the speaker and her lover who she fears will forget their Sunday afternoons together. The poem starts with a dash and an and to symbolize that she is in deep thought about it. It is like the poem starts in the middle of her monologue talking about her Sunday communion togetherness with her lover. A motif that connects with her poem, Truth, is trust and distrust. Truth begins with the sun being compared to the truth, and the darkness is being compared to dishonesty or lies. The tone in the poem is saddened because she's grown so close to this person for them to just go and forget about their important day. It adds to the theme, men can be disappointing or misinterpreted because they can seem interested, believe when they're satisfied with what they receive. Some of the literary devices that Gwendolyn Brooks uses in her poem starts with imagery. The speaker starts with the poem, and when you have forgotten, the bright bedclothes on a Wednesday and a Saturday. The speaker is referring to the bedclothes as bright, adding to her happiness about being with someone that is important to her. The bedclothes symbolizes that they're relaxed. The two are happy, in love, and relaxed. Another literary device that she uses is personification. The speaker uses personification to describe how the afternoon was going, or how she hoped that it would go. She states, "Me sitting on the front row radiator in a limping afternoon." She describes the afternoon as limping because usually when you have a limp, you take longer to get from place to place. So she wanted her afternoon to be just as slow. Another usage of personification that is prevalent in the poem, when she says, "How my heart played hopscotch." She gives her heart the ability to play hopscotch because it's being so fast because she's so in love. It's like when you're in love, you get all giddy inside and childlike and you don't know how to react. So your heart doesn't know either. And lastly, she uses tone. The speaker then ends in a saddened or heartbroken tone when she says, "The bright clothes," then gently folded into each other. When you have, I say, forgotten all that, then you may tell, then I may believe you have forgotten me well. She talks about the bright clothes again, which signifies their happiness. And then the bright clothes is folded into each other. So that's when her happiness has died. And she explains when you have forgotten, when her lover has forgotten the happy times they had, staring at the streets, having breakfast and dinner, and just being together, she realizes that she's heartbroken because he's gone now. He's forgotten all that they've had. But there it is. This is your Spark Poetry on When You Have Forgotten Sunday. The love story by Gwendolyn Brooks.
Created using Powtoon.